everybody, welcome back to the studio. I hope everybody's been doing really great. I haven't. I've been trying to. I had COVID. It knocked me around for about 3 weeks, and then I was good for about a week. Then I got this horrible chesty cough with lots of phlegm and all this gross stuff that I really don't want to gross you out with. But I'm on antibiotics now, and I got sick of waiting, and I just want to introduce to you this lovely ocean set. This is one of the 5 sets. On the other side you get to see all of the 9 colors that we have here, and I've got some out here. These are just, obviously this is an empty box just to show you. 9 jars fit perfectly in there. So we've got, obviously I'm using my own stash. I want to leave as much as possible for you. So we've got the lovely sapphire blue, some new colors. This is a marine blue, that's going in there. I've got them all ready here because I want to do a piece. This is a blue frost, which is a pearly color, and blue topaz. Gorgeous blue color, gorgeous, absolutely. We've got agua, very transparent. It's a very pretty color. We've got, that's another new one. We've got the old turquoise green. Okay, and we've got one here that I'm sitting in the boiling water. Yeah, I just popped it straight in the boiling water. This is the steel blue. Let me just see if this is ready for me to use. Just pop it out for a second. Yeah, you can just pop the jar in this boiling water from the kettle. Oh yes, look at that. See how that's lovely in the bottom. It's only been in there for maybe 2 minutes. I only popped it in, set up the camera, and look, it's already done the job. So that's the steel blue. I'm going to pop it back in there, and because this one's it's cold in the studio. And this one here is electric blue. Is that electric blue? This one here is electric blue. Sorry, let me get a new stirrer. This one's gonna have to go in there too, I reckon. Oh, maybe not. No, it's good. Just a little bit thick, so I might just pop it in there just to thin it down a bit. So electric blue. So lots of blues, and obviously the angel white, which you all know, to make those lovely waves and foam and all kinds of things. So while I'm waiting for this, we just clean this a little bit, and I'll give it a better clean after. Actually, that one can go straight in there. Sorry, I'm sniffling, and if I get an attack of like a coughing attack, I'll just stop the video. Okay, speaking of that, it looks like one's coming. Anyway, what I've got here is some piping bags. I'm going to be using a piping bag and do like a painting rather than a pour. Yeah, another idea. But these are really huge, and like you can get smaller ones. Let me just cut this one just randomly, and that's still going to be big, but I just want to fit it in here just so that I can see how much more I need to cut. Alright, so I've got lots of colors. I'm not going to use all of them, but just in case I do, I want to be able to. So that's where I'm going to cut it here. Just follow the same line. I'm going to cut all of them like that and put them in here. And this is where I'm going to be mixing my resin, my colors, straight in the bag. Let's see. We'll do one and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to do something else. So I'm just going to cut a few more of these, and you know, if I don't use them now, I can use them another time. And I'm not even measuring anything. Some of them can be bigger, some smaller. I don't care, but I definitely don't need that much of a bag, that big of a bag. You know, and this one, I don't know what I'm going to do there. I'd probably chuck it. You know, back in the day I probably would have kept everything, and I just have so much stuff now, so that'll do. Put this away. Okay, I will be back when I mix up some resin. Alright guys, so I've got all of my cups ready. I chose, oh, I've got an extra cup, but that's alright. I chose to work with the marine blue and blue topaz, agua, mixed maybe with a little bit of this turquoise green, which is a matte color, so I have to be careful, just a touch of it, just to deepen this agua, although it is gorgeous anyway. And we've got the angel white. So we could sort of do this in different order too, see, because this can be the sky, and then that can be the water, and then that can be your like shallow water, or you can just do that and don't have the sky and just go just the water, which is what I think we're going to do today. So I have taped my canvas. I've got this is just the painter's tape, this blue one, which covered all the sides, and then I added like this is a cheaper version of the tape just on the sides and underneath, because I really like my canvases to be nice and clean. So next thing we're going to do is get some resin. So I got my resin here. This is a 1-to-1 ratio art class resin. This resin sets very, very fast, so I would not recommend this for the beginners unless you're in a class and you're being taught by a teacher. Let me just focus here. So I reckon this will take about 150 mil, maybe 200 mil, not much. So let's do 200. Oh, will that cup fit 200 mil? I don't know, let's see. You can always make some more. And it's pretty cool in the studio. What did I say? 150. So 75. 75 and 75. Yeah, we'll do 150. It's pretty cool in the studio, and I've got to be careful not to mess things up, because you want the temperature to be right for it to set properly. But I'm just gonna say 70. Oh, I've got 76. Okay, so this one, let's tear that one and then do 76. So this is a part A. Part A is always a bit thinner than part B, but I'm using this because one, I want it to set up fast so I can be done with this video and post it on YouTube as quick as possible, and also because it's nice and thick, and I want it to be nice and thick to achieve what I want to achieve. Be careful now. 70. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Be more. 4. 2 more. Usually nothing happens and then you get 3 extra grams. Here we go. Come on, mate. 5. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. There you go. Because I wiped it on that side, I turned it, so I don't wipe it on the same side and mess up my resin here. Okay. Blue goes on blue, red goes on red. Now, stirring time. Excuse me. Okay, this is going to be a little bit difficult. Oh, thank goodness, I still got my water here. Is there any still warm? It's a little bit warm. Just going to pop that in there and give it a bit of a stir. Probably a bigger cup would be better, easier to stir. But I'll just play with this and stir for about 2.5 minutes in this warm water. Okay, be back soon. Okay, so that took a couple of minutes. The water was, I had to put some fresh warm water in there from the kettle, that what was left over, so it wasn't boiling hot. Now I'm going to put a little bit of resin in here, and I'm going to give it a try first. I've never done this before, so we're going to see how it works. Might go with the white first. Put a little bit of white in there. Come on, get in there. Alrighty, maybe I'll need more than that, but maybe not. So I can't really, if you're really into measuring things and measurements and stuff, then I don't measure anything. Oh, this is going to be pretty hard. But anyway, I'm going to give it a good go, that's for sure. So I'm just going to rub it like that. Go up and down, up and down, up and down. It's definitely harder doing it this way, but yeah, I never worry about these things. I always try to give it a go. If I left these bags a little bit higher, it would have been easier to do. Oh gosh, I'm sniffling all over the place. I do apologise. But that is definitely mixed. So you can also go like that now. And just tap it down. Yeah. Not sure if I want to mix them all in here. But that one definitely worked. And I can even use another clean spatula and push this all down like that. See? And then that one is ready. It's a little bit hard visually to see what you're actually doing there, but anyway, that's good enough for me. I'm happy with that so far. So I'm just going to let that sit in the cup here. All right. So let's mix the other ones. I mean, now you see that you can do it this way. So let's just go. How many colors have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, don't we? So that's good. Now, and the white. We already did the white, so that's a good thing. Excuse me. And that one. Well, we might leave a little bit in here, so we don't need that cup. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And now we're going to go in with the marine blue. This one's I should have popped this one in the warm water as well. That can go in. We're going to go in with the blue topaz, which is really nice too. Blue frost is also a really nice color. That would have been good in here as well. This one is blue frost, and it can work as a sky color as well. And here we got the agua, and we're going to see how transparent it is. If it's too transparent, then I reckon I add just a tiny little drop of the, okay, I'm not going to be mucking around with this little thing. Get a proper one, eh? Here we go. That'll mix it quicker. Now I have not primed my canvas, and that is because it was a spare of the moment thing, you know, so that's why I didn't prime it. But I do recommend you prime it. It's always works better. Save this in case I need to add some more, because these are transparent colors, so you can add more than 5%. Comfortably add 10%, you'll be fine. These are really good. They're going to be a little bit transparent, but we don't mind, do we? Now this one, I reckon I'll definitely need to add more, because when every time I use this, it's really transparent. Stirring. Now I'm stirring like crazy, I know. Normally it's good to be gentle with it, and you know, soft and all that sort of stuff, and go slow, but because I worry about the temperature in here, and yeah, I'm gonna add a teeny little touch of this green in there, just like not even a drop of it, half a drop. I want to change this transparent state into a little bit of more of a deeper transparent rather than, oh, and that made it nice. Even that little tiny little bit, oh my gosh, I don't know if you saw that change, but that, yeah, that made it really nice. I mean, it was nice before, but I think it's good to play with these things like that. Okay, so we got that, and I reckon with this marine blue, I can even add a tiny little bit of blue sapphire, same thing, to make it not so transparent. But And this one here was the blue topaz, which is absolutely gorgeous. I definitely want to just add some more of the blue topaz in there. Sometimes you got to dig deep at the bottom to get the pigment, because they do separate sometimes. And Le'Rez pigments are really pigmented, not a lot of thinning stuff or anything like that in there. So if they do separate, give them a good stir or warm them up like I did. It doesn't hurt at all. Okay, now we've done that, we can put them in our piping bags because we're going to be piping. You don't have to do that, but I just figured I might just want to do a painting rather than, I don't know, what do you reckon? Pipe the whole thing. Do a, let's see, might not even have enough here. Underestimated the size. Let's go, move, 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 move. Go there, go there, goes there. Oh, here we are. Okay. Let's do a one up. Why not? Just we're gonna pop that in there. I'm gonna hold the cup like this while I use the knife or the stirrer to get it all in there. And that's all out now. Why not do something different? But I reckon this method would be really, really good for doing any sort of work in molds and things. Okay, so that one's good. Let it sit there. Let's get that one, put that one in here. Oops, wrong. And you get, hold it. And then get the right. One of these stirrers and just get it in there. This is going to be fun. It's still not warm, but this is the thing with this resin. Once it starts warming up, that's it. You don't have long to go at all. So get cracking. This gorgeous color that we mixed. Every time I cough, I mute. So if you see some movement and no talking, no sound, know that I'm choking. Anyway, it's not that bad. I'm getting much better now. I'll tell you one thing. I never used to get sick, and I can't remember ever being this sick in my life. So, anywho, let's start with this one here. Just going to paint. And then we're going to go with that one, or should we do that one as a sky? Let's do that one as a sky. Let's make it like a nice skyish thing. And we can go nice and thick. It doesn't really worry us. Ooh. Try not to leak all over the place. Oh yeah, that makes a really nice sky. Look how nice that is. Da, 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 da. We're going to have a lot of sky. Oh, and I might even have some left over. Don't need that much. Alright. Leave that. Get down, get down. Maybe I'll use one of these. See, that's what I should have done. That's an idea for next time. Use one of these cut-offs for, you know, for your mess. Okay, now we're going to go with this one. Might not cut that hole that big. There we go. One thing for sure, it eliminates, you know, for some reason there's not a lot of bubbles in here. Don't understand why or how. Okay, that'll do for that one. Now this one here, I might even have some left over to put in a tiny little mold or something. I'm going to go all the way down. Might even mix some in. See how that lifted that color? It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's actually quite thin, and I am very, very surprised at that. Anyway, we're going to use up all of this. Might as well make it nice and thick. Now just remembered that I haven't prepared my heat gun. Righto. Need some more of this one here. Definitely. And crossing over onto here. Definitely going to use all of this. And when we're done, now a little spatula. Let's see what we can do with the white. Is it still alright? Yep. This is going to be a little bit abstract-ish. We love that, don't we? Tiny little painting to add to my multiple collection of multiple paintings that I don't do anything with. So might make this one a giveaway. Might make this one a giveaway to the first person that buys a set of these colors. The Aussie. Look at that. That is so nice. Right, now I'm going to use my torch. Give it a little torchy. Like that. I'm going to go away for a second and just plug in my heat gun. Okay, I am back. I realize I've got way too much white. I always do that, but that's alright. I'll use it for something else. I'm just going to cut a smallish little bit. That's it, that's good. Because I want to do like a little wavy thing there. Like that. And go here. A little bit thicker. I didn't want the jigglies. I know I'm going in a straight line. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's going to be alright because I'm going to blow it and make it go up that way. So let's give that a go now. I'm just going to heat it up a little bit with the heat gun. Before I do anything, I think I want to use up some more of this blue. Let's push it down over there like that, because I can see that the edges are not covered properly. I want to cover the edges, you know. They keep, that's a canvas for you, you know. Keeps pulling away from the edge. It's alright. Go like that. Okay. And I might even add a little bit more of this before I start. Oh, that was not meant to happen. Maybe even some over here. Just like that. It's all going to change. Right, let's go. That wasn't meant to happen. Bugger me. I hate it when that happens, but anyway, it happened now. Try to push it out. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, so one thing I noticed about this art class resin by Platinum is that it doesn't move very well with the heat gun, and the longer, like you can see I'm trying here, the longer you do it, the more it's heating up the resin and burning it, and a lot of smoke will start to come, and you can't keep doing it, otherwise you're just gonna make some blisters and things. So that's one thing that I noticed. I mean, it's good for many other things, but it's smoking, definitely time to stop. And that will pull back And this is such a thick resin. I'm just going to touch up these bits there, since I've still got some that it definitely needs it there on the edges. Just like that. And these colors are really nice. They're really pretty. I do like them. Apart from bits here that are not covered. At this stage, not happy with how this is looking, so I'm starting to like move the substrate a bit, heat it up just a tiny little bit, and just watching to see what I can do next. Alright, so we're going to use the white again, now that we've created this crazy looking situation here. We're going to go over here. Let's create like a wavy thing here. Why not? Let's do that. It's smoking like crazy. It's getting hot, and this white is getting hot too. Okay, so that's all hot already. Now I am going to use this just to paint this. Because it's so thick. See how it's already starting to. So we've got the background. Now we're just building this wave looking like thing. It's very abstract, of course. I'm going to go in with some more white if it's still workable. Right, smoking. Okay, so looking at this looks already interesting. Almost like an eye. I could build it and turn it into an eye sort of thing. But while you're painting, and you'll know yourself, you know, you're in the moment. You just keep going with what the first idea was. You know, and I just realized that another thing I didn't notice was that the sunlight was coming in through the window, so half of it you can see lit up and half in sort of a shade. So I built this wave slightly, and it's really hard to see from this sort of position, but there's a lot of layers already, because this resin, as it's curing quickly, it creates layers as you're adding more resin on top of one another. And it's looking really interesting. I mean, I'm really impressed with it. At the moment, I'm just going with it like I used to with my paintings, my acrylic paintings. So here you can see a bit of a close-up and an angle kind of view, and yes, see all the details in there. It's amazing how it worked out. I'm going to do another layer over the top of this, only because I actually don't mind the wave, the funky wave, but I do want to fix this area here and a little bit here. Yeah, so I will do another layer, and this, it's been about an hour. It's not set yet. Well, it's not set, but it's curing very fast. It's still a little bit sticky, so I'm going to take the tape off now and let the edges kind of relax over, and then I'll be back when it's ready for another coat. So in the meantime, while this is setting nicely, I did some coasters, and the leftover resin from the coasters I'm going to use to do the second layer on this piece. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tricky to do because I'm sort of reaching over. I have to be careful not to mess things up. But anyway, here we go. This is the painting that I did earlier and didn't quite work out. It set up real quick on me, and see that was done 2 hours ago. It's solid. So I just did those coasters, and I've got a little bit left over. I just want to fix up some areas here. And I'm just going to pretty much just paint this on and leave it to set, because these areas here I don't really particularly like. So I'm going to do that, and not in there. Yeah, maybe go more in here. Right, more in here. This is a bit lighter mix than what I did there, but see how thick that is? And because I've already been working with it, it's thickening up even more, which is pretty cool. So you can still kind of see that water underneath, or the foam rather, underneath, which is pretty cool, I think. That's not as busy as it was. See that there? Too busy. Get rid of that. This here is fine. Bring that there, go like that. And I do have a little bit of white, so I've pretty much used up all of that. That's good, because another coat's going to go over the top. This is just a fixer up, you know, just to fix up my mistake. I've got a tiny little bit of white left in here, and I want to use quite a bit of white because this is supposed to be a wave. So I'm just pretty much drawing it on with this. Is that cool or what? So you can do that with this art class resin, which is what I should have done in the first place. I really like these effects, so I'm going to leave that there. I've used up that. Now whatever I have left in here, I might just kind of like follow this line here. Kind of emphasize that a bit. Oh no, I've gone over those bits that I liked. See? That's what I'm telling you. That's what I do. Start carrying on and see, that's what happens. Anyway, I think I better leave it alone. I can take that off while it's still wet. Actually, I will do that. I do like that area, and just drag that down a bit. Oh, that's it, looking interesting now, isn't it? And whatever white I've got left here, I might just do like a little kind of a splashy thing here happening. Maybe a bit of a wave here in the distance, very lightly. And then use something to drag it with, something, even a toothpick or something like that. Just pull that. Just so like, it's an illusion to trick your brain that there's something back there. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that now. Now I am. And might even put a little blob. That even looks like a bit of a sky up there. Wasn't meant to be, but I might even just put like a little couple of blobs there, like a little cloud situation. See that? Alrighty, so that doesn't look too bad, and I'm happy with that now. I'm going to leave that there. can I use that to make it into a splash? And then the next coat, and you can leave it like that. I can leave it like that, or I can put another coat on it. So I'll decide what to do with that tomorrow. Alright, so that's it for me for now. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and all that jazz, so that you know, more people get to learn how to use these wonderful, wonderful colours. And put your name down for a sec. So here we are the next day in the sunlight. You may notice some shimmery glitter there, and that is just the clear resin that I realized I had some left over, so I just painted it on, just actually let it drop gently all over the sky area and some on the wave, and that's how I got that shimmery effect, which is really amazing when the sunlight hits it. That's it for me. Bye.